people. Okay, so I'm only making this. I'm not replying to anybody right now. But I just want to make this last video before I do get to the point I need to get. But do you understand the amount of pressure of knowing that you need things and you don't have access to them, okay? I make $90 a week with my one client regular. The rest of my clients are vacations. And you know, I've skipped out on other ways to make money that weren't as consistent because I need consistency. I've been trying to establish that for a really long time. It's not working out very well. I can't afford to take off the time I need from work to go into the clinic because I can't lose the money that $90 a week pays for my everything, like a bill. I have a bill coming up that's $150. I just paid my electric. I have $115 to my name to get the medical marijuana I haven't gotten in weeks. It's $50 a week. I normally get one a week. I can't afford that because of the 28% tax rate because I can't get my medical marijuana card. That costs like $300 to get, by the way. I'm trying to check myself in and I can't afford it. It's not about coverage. I can't take that much time off or I'm gonna come home without electricity and running water or something. Okay, it's not the water. That is covered. I'm not gonna be able to legally drive my car. I sure as shit won't be able to pay any fucking legal anything. Like, Jesus Christ, all you want to do is try and go get help. And like, this is why I've been snapping.
Abby got him. Why? Abigail, what the fuck?
For so many years. I try in so many ways to help myself, and I'm always on the verge of losing everything. Always, no matter what situation I'm in. Do you think that normal people can't go crazy under that much pressure? Are you retarded, map crowd? I'm literally trying to check in and I'm telling you I can't afford basic. Yeah, Blueberry, I really wouldn't. I really fucking wouldn't. My parents' car just broke down. They can't help me with the bills I have to pay. If I check myself in. So, and I've never been without Abigail this long. This is the last video I'm gonna make. But I'm gonna make it because this is just gonna keep highlighting why our society needs to give a shit and stop depending on the government. I have no credit, Blueberry. When I lost my job, I lost my bank account. Chase took fee after fee after fee because I lost my job and I couldn't pay an overdraft that they took out. Oh, I have state health insurance. It's not about the health insurance, it's about other bills that I won't be able to pay for if I take the time off because I do actually work, guys. I'm sorry who thinks I don't. And I'm sorry if your solution is go do a glory hole. You're a fucking part of the problem with exactly why I don't want to fucking do that. You know, like, I want to help myself. I think other people are in worse positions than me. You know, I have a medical disability. So I'm already limited with certain dualistic. I'm gonna be blocking you for that. So one warning. Don't fucking mention it right now. You guys are actually not really worried about my mental health. You're worried about your entertainment, which is why I don't want to be on here. And why I didn't want to get involved as heavily as I got on the internet. Because I know my limits, okay? And I have been losing those limits for a very long time. And I've been isolated because of my medical issues and just bouncing back and forth. Not being able to understand other people who are around me because they don't get what I'm going through. And I understand that, but I'm falling apart. I can't afford to not be in enough pain to be productive because I can't afford what I need to not be in pain cut, you know, on a level of realistic productivity. Whatever is wrong with some of these people on here, I know that I'm not the fucking treasures of society. But I do know that I'm trying so hard. Are you retarded, PD? I had a real job. I have a real job. Why do you think I'm not on the RV? Are you stupid? And they A lot of my friends are going through similar things as I am, actually. The one I just called out, you know, like, she got diagnosed with my condition. She's the only one I know who's used state insurance to cover mental health. So, she did give me some people to call, but I can't afford the whole time. I don't know what to do. I don't have a paycheck. I work for myself, you spurg. Get out of my fucking chat. This isn't even about me specifically. I'm just a number, okay? I'm just one more person in this country who is trying and not getting anywhere just because she's trying. Or he, okay? And this is our system, and I'm on here to say I'd still rather be dead than take a shortcut in the industry, and I shouldn't have to fucking look at that to have my medical situations addressed. I just got my notary license, Denny Crane. There's jobs that I can do as long as I'm not pushed to the point I need flexibility. So usually with pet sitting, I have a couple hour range. So if I'm puking when I get up, I can take a little bit more time to take my meds instead of vomiting them all up and not eating before I go to a job. Because if you do that too many times, thanks, I got 91% on my exam. But it just doesn't matter. Like, I can't keep up no matter what accomplishments I have. I can't keep up. I am not the only person struggling, and I am far from the worst off. And that is what made me so angry at the beginning of 2020. People like my girlfriend who had savings set up in a job, and she was shaming the people and the business owners who try to keep their fucking shit open. You know? And I'm sitting here like, bitch, I've been dealing with this for such a long time, and I'm not angry that these business owners are trying to fucking keep their businesses open. I don't understand how the world can be so blind just because it's not happening to them that it's not happening. I don't know how much I need to get back on track. I need therapy 4 times a month. I need chiropractic care that's going to be about $2,000. And I need my bills to not be a guessing game every month. Do I have them paid for? And I need to have more than nothing. I had a savings until I got sick and the world was like, well, why don't you just keep working? So I kept working, but then emergencies happened and I was getting more sick. And so my savings slowly got depleted and I got more sick. And I couldn't keep up with regenerating my savings. So now I have nothing. I think so too, Brent, and that's kind of where I was going yesterday when I said I just feel like the world is burning. I am literally just another number. I am literally just another number. And I want to show people so bad that there are other ways. And I am not perfect. I am not perfect. With therapy, my therapy is like $135 a session. I need at least 4 of those a month. My therapist and I think I need more than that, but that was the original goal my parents had for me.
How old is she again?
And then all these emergencies happen and they help me, but my parents aren't like some endless well of money, okay? What's wrong is I'm trying to take some time off to go check myself into a mental facility. And I can't afford to take the time off and I'm freaking out. I figured if I go on Saturday, I won't lose as much money because I don't work Sunday, Monday. And then if I go Saturday after I work,
Who plans when they go to a psych ward?
I can go in Saturday night. But they're telling me at this place that they can hold you from 5 to 10 days. I haven't been more than a night without Abigail. My neighbor already said she'd take care of my animals.
So then what's the issue?
Are you a therapist, sub? Are you really actually like a legitimate therapist? Ghost politics, saying something like that, you really don't understand the amount of pressure I've been under for the last decade, genuinely decade. I'm 31, I've had these medical issues my whole life, but once I stopped having Well, I still need an actual clinical diagnosis. I need an actual clinical evaluation on, has she actually snapped, and is she just going through these dissociated motions of pretending she's fine? You know, because nobody ever thinks I'm actually crazy enough, but I'm snapping under all this pressure, and I have been for such a long time. And this is another reason why. I just want to check myself in. I don't want donos kawaii. I hope that people that also are going through something like I am can get something from this.
And that would be...
Maybe that's why therapists don't think I'm as crazy as I feel like I'm going. You know, my therapists don't think I'm apparently crazy enough for some of the things. I don't know what I need. I just need to not be worried to go help myself, and if I can afford it. Base med, you think it would be that simple, right? Are you a liberal or a conservative? Because I noticed that both sides really seem to just toss people like me to the government. It's not about the psychologist's cost, though. I can't afford it. It's just because I need it. It doesn't mean that I can access it. No ghost politics. I've only been vegan for 4 years. Oh, I was vegan for 2 years, and I'm not even vegan right now, so.
You lied to me. You're a liar.
I'm trying to check myself in to, get an evaluation because I've been snapping for so long. And I know that if I do, I'm going to lose a bunch of money. Because I know what it feels like to try really hard and everything just keeps falling flat in your face. That's kind of when I realized, like, because I was a really big feminazi. I really, really was. I really was. I really thought that I didn't need a man. And I really didn't even like men. And then I came to this conclusion where, you know, my dad's a really good dad, and I have one of my best guy friends. Like, dude, they're good people. And Matt's a good person. I don't care what anybody says about him wearing a mask or being a pussy about me macing him, because that was all so stupid. But he's a really good person, too. He's flaky. He's not husband material, but he's a good person. Imagine thinking I haven't base med, and that's the whole reason I became right-wing. You need help, you don't get it unless you're coming across the border. Like, what world do you live in that the money that we vote on for these programs actually goes to the people who need it? So, I'm gonna get off, guys, but I just want to tell you that's what I'm working on. Yeah. I know a lot of us on here are millennials and zoomers, and I know I'm so not the only person dealing with this. And I know that one of my best friends, at least she has her husband, and for whoever was talking about therapy, like, I'm really good at compartmentalizing things if you guys haven't noticed. It's kind of started making me wonder how long I've actually been broken. Because I honestly I'm not even remembering certain things and I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm trying. I didn't want to be here. For all these reasons. I don't like thinking your life needs to be on the internet. I really like my privacy.
Lie detector detected that was a lie.
Spectas, I think you're autistic. Honestly, I genuinely think that there's something wrong with you. I do. I've made GoFundMes. I just don't want my real name out there. And the only person who ever actually helped share a GoFundMe, like I said, I'm from the suburbs, and in the suburbs, you're supposed to shut up if you have real problems. The only time you ask for help in the suburbs is if you have nice, fun problems and already have money. But if you're in the suburbs and you're kind of f***ed as it is, nobody f***ing really wants to share your shit. You're just white trash. So
there's that.
I'm gonna get off, and I'm gonna be off for a while, and that's my plan, is to go try and do that. But, like, yeah, I don't think you understand a damn thing, nor are you obviously interested in anything, so keep talking, I guess. I'll tell you guys if I figured it out, okay? I'll leave a video of that, but I just want to be off of this. Yes, Duncan, send me the money for it or something then, because I obviously am aware of the things I need. That's the whole point here. That's why I'm snapping. I see what I need and I can't pay for it. Or I can't take the time off because... No, Duncan, I've never said money wasn't a problem. Not to get the doctor. The money that I need is me taking the time off from my job to pay for bills that are not covered by state insurance. It's $20 a day. I know that doesn't sound like a lot to
now it's
everybody
$20
else,
a
but I
day.
I can't afford to take 5 to 10 days off work. And I don't know what I told you that you think I said. You rewind my stream. I've said it's not about getting
such a mean girl.
because I have that covered, but it will take 5 to 10 days before I'm allowed back out. That's how long their evaluations go for. That means 5 to 10 days I cannot work. What's missing here? So I know there's people on here that are appreciating me talking about this.
Appreciate what? Well, I can't make my $20 a day. Well.
If Denny Crane's fucking listening, like Jesus Christ, somebody's listening if Denny Crane's listening. This is definitely gonna be the last of my streams for a few days, if not even longer. You know, if I can figure it out, maybe I can help someone else figure it out, you know? I'm gonna go. I have literally everything deleted or notifications off, okay? Like, I'm trying so hard to not let all the things I said not to get myself into eat me alive. And also the things I didn't ask for, right? Like, most of it's that, but there's, like I said, there was no room for error in all the situations I've been in, you know? I'm crying because I'm trying to demonstrate that I'm actually trying, and I'm not the only person that has to face this, but I am on a camera talking about it. Even if I have to die for the rest of the world to hear these situations going on for other people around them, at least then maybe somebody will hear me.
You're crying because you're gonna miss out on $20 a day, and you're talking about people dying?
But that's not the goal. I know people care. You know, the people that matter care, and I guess I lost who mattered, you know? Like, I've lost a little bit of myself on knowing who matters. So, yeah, I'm definitely gonna take a break.
Sure, Jan.
If not permanently from this, but I'll let you guys know if I get it figured out. We can link all the situations that I've been into because I've tried to cover medical bills in a short amount of time. That's literally been why I stayed dancing. Because a shift-based job, even my other job, like, I got fired because I was put in all the situations they said they would never put me in. The extreme heat, walking up and down steps. I faint on the job. It's a right to work state, okay? Like, there's not protections for people, and even, you know, even if... Thanks, Princess Aspen. I'm sorry. Mods,
Someone restart this bitch.
They're not excuses, they're like life, dude. I hope anyone who needed to get something out of this got something out of it in a positive way.
What is so nuanced about this situation that you're in? You have your bills, and so does the entire world. I mean, really, if you can survive on $506 a month, I mean, bravo. Vegan Patriot truly is the budget queen.
And for the rest of you who only step in every, I don't know, anytime something's interesting, you don't know me, because anyone who knows me knows that I'm interesting literally 15 to 20% of my life, although albeit extremely interesting when I'm interesting. The other rest, I'm boring as fuck, which is kind of the Karen part of me, which is why I told myself not to get involved in stuff I knew was going to probably ruin that Karen-y. Yeah, so thanks, guys. I hope everybody else is doing okay, and if you're in a situation like this, you know, it's hard. There's all sorts of options. It doesn't mean they're all gonna work, right? Are you sure, Janker? I do work, and, okay. Well, bye, guys. Be good. And just, the road to hell is paved with good intention. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. I've just been focusing more on getting a notary license that is also fucking small business and freelance. So I'm just gonna throw that out there. Yeah, without Wi-Fi or a computer. Here's the thing, guys. What the notary thing, we're doing online notary stuff so I don't have to drive as much, but there's also a thing where excessive amount of print and reading on screens gives me horrible headaches. So I still, as much as I need work, I need to not be in pain that sets me back. Because when I get to the point of puking everywhere and not being able to get out of bed, then I get less done.
Oh my god, what a f***ing genius. You could swear that she has the same personality type as Albert Einstein.
And I have more to do than just work because I live by myself. And that was when I was earlier, you know, that's how I got online, was all I could have energy for was work. And then I got online when I was never online before. No, this isn't my final goodbye. There's no advice to give to someone who has POT syndrome. Anyone with POT syndrome will tell you this isn't normal. For your advice, it doesn't apply to someone who faints randomly, has vomiting and eating issues because they're in so much pain. That's what a disability is. You don't just get a normal job with a disability. I did suck it up heathen, and my body fell apart more. I literally moved myself across the country by myself.
So she decided it was a good idea to move to Arizona, where it regularly reaches 120 degrees during the summer.
Okay, I was a general manager at a restaurant, I got a fucking college degree, and then my body shit out on me. I have a disability, they wouldn't accept me. I'm gonna go, guys. I'm okay. I just wanted to highlight why when you actually try and you have actual obstacles, whether it's a child or a medical disability, you know, both go hand in hand.
Having a child as a disability, TBH.
But like I've said before, children are good. They're not selfish. You get to focus on something other than you.
Or you could try a puzzle.
But bye, guys. I'm okay. And if anybody else is dealing with this, I'm really sorry. But you're not alone. And hopefully society eventually can come to the point where they stop trying to figure everybody's just going to go to the government because the government isn't going to help you. Hence the reason I went right wing. You have to figure things out by yourself. They're not going to be the traditional conventional way, which is why get a normal job is low IQ. You have to work around normal jobs because your body doesn't fucking act normally. So people with lupus, people with MS, okay? I mean, so many people just keep fucking their bodies up, keep trying to make money in other ways. I mean, I've met so many people in my age group. Okay, so I have a lot of stuff compiled to do it. Even if I do it, you spend so much time on the process. Now, yes, if you do apply for disability, and I'm gonna get off here, but yeah, well, and if you research POT syndrome, by the way, Aspen, there's like, I have EDS and, more than likely with me, it's trauma related. No, I do not have MS, but I know people who do. I have symptoms that cross over with this stuff. You saw me clubbing over 4 days with chicken. You've seen me. I put out camera. I stream. Do you know what you guys asked me? Did you walk the dogs today? Yeah, you know what I didn't do? I didn't fucking stream it. There's a lot of things I do that you guys don't see. So you don't have any idea what the fuck you're talking about if you're listening to what you've only seen. I don't know how else to say that. You think that all of you guys on here are IP2? You're not, for starters. But, bye guys. I'm out. Like I said, for anyone else who actually does have to deal with
Just
all this
leave!
shit,
You've been saying you're gonna
and anyone reaching out to me
leave!
now, like, I'm gonna see if my grandma can help me. But not everybody has a grandma and a mom and a dad that's trying to help them, you know? And they can't always help me. Yeah, I do look really healthy. That's what an invisible chronic illness will do. Hence the issues with social stigmas and why so many people that have them either become, you know, if they're lucky, like my girlfriend, her parents can afford to cover every basic need she needs. She's still in pain, but she has what she needs, you know? Most people aren't like that, though, and she acknowledges it, and I still love her to death, but...
Oh, good. I'm glad we cleared that up. She was really worried you were mad at her for existing.
She just got married, and she's able to have a baby, and I've just been scrambling on trying to keep things together, making money that doesn't set me back, and isn't exploitation.
Poor vegan. She's forced to be a stripper.
You know? So, I would like to see society not be so ignorant and act like they are so understanding of things that they have no understanding of, because that's the biggest issue with chronic illness.
Is the biggest issue not the actual illness?
I agree, but they have to be someone that also actually understands and can't be offended if I don't want to be touched, or if I roll over sweating and I'm throwing up and don't want to fucking have sex. I'm gonna want to not be touched, okay? Even I've dated older men who have everything, and you know what they usually do? They usually want to tell you how to spend their money, which is why I think partnerships are one of the biggest, most important things.
Okay, I definitely underestimated the level of fried this girl is. How dare they tell you how to spend their money?
Even if I had to be a house mom, I'd be fine with that, but I can't work and have a kid because I poop out too fast. Abigail has her own account. Cool. I'm gonna go, guys. I really don't want to be, I'm talking about as much as I can for right now. I will be back, maybe at least to tell you guys if I'm not gonna come back officially. I don't want to really be back, but I feel like enough people have reached out that have been good and made me feel like maybe there's a purpose to this stuff, you know? And I don't want to leave you guys because I remember being that person on the other side of the screen. I just need to see where my own mental health can go with that. I'm sorry if anyone else feels like they're going through this too, for a different condition or situation. You know, it doesn't always have to be a medical condition. Life is just really hard. And I wish that society would stop shitting on itself and help its neighbors instead of relying everybody to go on the government, you know? So, and that's very true. Those resources have been incredibly backlogged across the nation the past couple years. Super neat. That's why I went right wing. We keep incentivizing people to come from whenever and wherever, and the people paying taxes into the system, which was me, when you need help, you don't get it.
I guarantee you, any immigrant has probably paid more taxes than her.
Bye, guys. I'm gonna check my Instagram messages, but, like, I'm not having small talk, guys. I really just need to just not. Like, I'm gonna kind of be in... Bye, guys.